Before we get things rolling, I want to tell all of you that I am so disappointed that none of you have followed me on Twitter. I'm lonely. Please follow me on there. It's Tasty Ham right here with an 8. I'm creative that way. It's also worth noting that I am close to 1,200, so if we can make that happen tonight, I'd love all of you with bruised knees. That being said, let's talk about today's topic, the Xbox Scorpio. Or as our good friend Supersonic Wolf would say,
the Xbox Scorpio.
Anyways, details about the Xbox Scorpio are not far away. This of course draws in both fanatics and skeptics. And well, admittedly, I'm a skeptic. As an avid PC gamer, I understand that power comes with price, and the price is high. But the rumors going around is that the Xbox Scorpio will be ranged around $500, and is said to be able to deliver 4K gaming at 60 frames a second. Admittedly, something that most high-end PCs have trouble doing. Now here's the catch that I'm getting at. I have absolutely no problem believing that Castle Crashers can run at 4K 60 FPS on this machine. But games like Battlefield 1 at 4K 60, now that's got me skeptical. Actually, I think it's bullshit, quite honestly. But if the Scorpio can deliver most indie games at 4K 60 frames a second, then Microsoft would technically not be lying. Do you get what I'm getting at here? After all, Microsoft does have a history of delivering dubious information. And those buying into the idea that this system can run 4K 60 FPS most AAA games should take that information with a grain of salt. Performance at that level for $500, well, that in of itself would be an achievement. This is where Microsoft's information starts to falter. $500 worth of hardware compacted into a small package. Well, I'm not saying it's not feasible, I'm pretty sure it's plausible, but looking at the price range of the PS4 Pro, which is about $100 more than the base PlayStation 4, and has such lackluster performance boost, well, it makes me question what can Microsoft do with just $100 more? People say that very talented developers will be able to harness that power and optimize it in order to be able to achieve this performance. Being able to see what developers can do with just a PS4 does make this seem more plausible. But whether this can or can't be achieved, one thing is for sure, the Xbox Scorpio will be the most powerful console on the market. But does that really matter? Well, from the perspective of a PC gamer such as myself, another option for console gamers is only positive in my eyes, and to many other PC gamers as well, because truthfully there are a lot of console gamers out there with expendable income, and if they have the option of purchasing a more beefy version, God, I hate that term, beefy, we'll just say more powerful. If the option to get a hold of a more powerful version of their brand console is available, they will buy it. And although I'm not a console gamer, if I were a console gamer, I would like to have those options. Why the gaming community chooses to demonize the desire for more powerful hardware is beyond me. Console gamers should absolutely have the ability to have better performance. That should be an option from the get-go. However, if the Xbox Scorpio does not give gamers the freedom to control the graphical settings, then it serves no purpose. If consoles can become more like PCs in that aspect, then it would give that hardware more purpose. Of course, it would be missing the thousands of utilities and features of a PC, but if the Xbox Scorpio can at least deliver this option to the gamers, then it would be a step in the right direction. Converting consoles into PCs is a good thing for the gamer, whether they realize it or not. Although I would have preferred if console gamers had the option to pick and choose which parts go into their system. But regardless, if they have the option to have more powerful hardware and to be able to choose how that hardware is utilized, well, it just might give the Xbox an edge over the PlayStation. And if Microsoft could remove the locked ecosystem and the paywalls and the... I'm getting off on a tangent. As I was saying, if Microsoft gives the gamers that freedom with that hardware, then in turn, this could encourage Sony to do the same. And who knows, maybe even Nintendo could possibly release a more powerful version of the Switch. As it stands now, this is the only positive outlook I have about the Scorpio. Everything else about it, well, is a console. And if you've been a subscriber of mine for a long time, then you would know how I feel about consoles. Except the 3DS. The 3DS is the shit. Now, of course, to my Xbox comrades, yes, we're all gamers, we should all be comrades. If you believe the Xbox Scorpio is a good alternative to a PC, you are wrong. While the Xbox Scorpio may come equipped with some pretty powerful hardware, it will stay the same hardware throughout its lifetime. In about a year, it will be considered mid-range in the world of PC gaming. So if your expectations are that this will render PCs useless, well, you're a fucking moron. The Xbox Scorpio's purpose is to be a more powerful Xbox One, and that's pretty much all there is to it. But this incremental upgrade gives me hope, and that hope is that console gamers will be given more options in the future. Every gamer, regardless of which platform they play on, should have access to better performance. The choice to purchase better hardware should be there. Why PlayStation gamers, or even PC gamers for that matter, frown upon Xbox gamers having this option puzzles me. If this eventually allows consoles to be upgradable, then that is good. Console gamers being given the option to play games at a higher fidelity, well, it would perhaps encourage them to dip their toe into PC gaming. What I'm saying here is that the Xbox Scorpio could be the first step into changing what the concept of a console is. Console variants can lead to a broader marketplace, and console peasants that use the excuse that this will cause confusion to the consumers is stupid. I'm sorry I have a higher expectation of one's intelligence than you guys do, but just like smartphone owners, console gamers aren't stupid. Gamers have become more attuned to what hardware is and how it functions. So Microsoft, here I am, crossing my fingers and hoping that the Xbox Scorpio can be the first step into ridding the concept of what a console is.